Hi, this is Tracey from GiftBasketAppeal, and today we're going to be making a super cute card. We're going to be using two of our newest stamp sets. They're our Thanksgiving stamp sets. So let's get started. So this card has lots of details in it, but it's so fun to make, and the end result is worth all of the details. So we're going to be using the Give Thanks stamp set. I'm going to be using this set of pumpkins here. I may use one of the sentiments, I'm not sure right now. And we're also going to be using the Count Your Blessings stamp set, two of our newest stamp sets. We're going to be using that leaf, and I already have it pulled off, right? So we're going to be using that, and I'll show you how I color that in. I went ahead and already colored a bunch of things in since this has so much detail, and I did fussy cut a lot of the images. We're going to be using this farmer with the tractor. This is so fun. It's going to really make a cute card. Okay, so before we color in the leaf and stamp out our farmer, you can use anything for the background of this. I'm putting it on a white cardstock for the base, but then I saw this cute paper, and it's a lot of leftovers I've been using, challenging myself to use my scraps and stuff in my stash. And so I'm going to add this for a little bit of background for it. So it's not really going to be showing through completely, but you'll see little parts of it. And as we move further through this tutorial, you'll see what I mean. Okay, so let's go ahead and stamp this out. I'm just going to go ahead and stamp this leaf on here so you can see how I color it. And this is only because many of you want to see how I color in my images, maybe give you some ideas, but your leaves can be whatever color you want them to be. Okay, so let's go ahead and stamp that out. Then I'm going to use my Tombow markers. And there's so many variety of colors on this. For this one, let's see. I think I'm going to use this color right here, which is a 126. That's how Tombow labels their markers. And they have a huge chart that you can use too, with the numbers on them so that you can keep track of what colors are what, like the actual name of them. But the numbers work really good. So this is just another kind of green. I like it's like not a real vibrant green, but almost like a dull green, but I love the way this looks. So I'm going to color my leaves green, but you can color them with all of the fall colors, but I like the way it kind of matches this in here. You might not be able to see it on camera. And this is fairly easy to fussy cut too. So all of these, yep, I fussy cut them, but you can put them in your scan and cut or whatever cutting device you have if you don't like fussy cutting, but I love it. And I fussy cut the pumpkins as well. So now with the pumpkins are actually one whole stamp set. Let me pull this off so you can really see it. They're one whole stamp set. So all I did was I stamped this over and over to do a bunch of these. So I stamped a bunch of these, and then I cut them out, and I cut the smaller ones away from each other. So those two aren't going to be together, but I can place them wherever I want on the card. So lots of detail for this, y'all. Okay, let me show you how easy it is to cut this out. And I think many of you saw me do this during the live video, but I figured since this is a recorded tutorial, you might like to see how I do this. Okay, so many of you were asking me about the technique for cutting, and if you're tuning in for the first time, I turn the paper rather than the scissor. Sometimes I cut right on the line or very close to that line, or sometimes I'll cut on the outside, leaving a white edge. But if you don't want that white showing through, you can still cut it like this and then go back and fill it in along the edge there. So notice I am turning the paper on this, turning the paper, make sure I'm within camera here. Turning the paper and not the scissors, right? Just makes it so much easier. Okay, so basically that's it. Okay, so now I cut a smaller piece of paper out or cardstock, and I am going to get my tractor over here with the farmer on it. Isn't that adorable? That little silhouette of the farmer. I absolutely love this, and you can use this over and over. You can use it on birthday cards. You can use it on Father's Day cards, just all kinds of stuff. This is a great addition to your masculine cards. Okay, so since this is a little bit of a larger stamp, you can stamp it just like this, bringing this over, right? And I'm using the VersaFine ink, getting that nice and inked up. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and just fits perfectly right there for me. And I just like to press it a little bit more just so that we have a good stamp the first time. Look at that. This is so fun to color in. Wait till you see how I color this in. Okay, so I am going to use a little bit of brown here, or light touch of brown right here on the tractor. And you can do whatever color you want. Have fun with it. If you want to use really bright colors, then go for it. Use some brown, and I'm going to use a darker brown right here on the tires. And if you want to do your tires in black, you can. But I figure I'm going to do this in brown. And I will be sure to list all the colors I use for these Tombows. Now I could do this in brown, but I want to do this in a little bit of green, just to add some fun to this. And this looks so adorable with those pumpkins over the top there, filled with pumpkins. Okay, and let's go ahead and color these in. And I'm going to bring in some orange on this. Look how fun this is. I'm going to put some orange there. Right around the wheels. And let's do this in orange too. Remember, you can do whatever you want with yours. Okay, so I'm going to do a few deeper orange pumpkins, and then I'll go in with a lighter color as well. Look how cute that is. It's getting there, y'all. Okay, I'm going to use a lighter. It's really light orange. So the lights and the darks just make it have, it looks like it's got more dimension on it. Let's do a light beige on the hay, but if I layer it, it can look more like a deeper brown. That's cute. And I'm going to take this and bring in some green right there. A little bit of green. And I'm going to take my gray here and do the clouds just around the outside just a little bit. So just experiment. Stamp out a bunch of these and try out different colors, see what they look like. So now I'm going to get my ground here and shade it in. Kind of looks like a painting, right? Look how adorable this is. I absolutely love that. Okay, so let's push these off to the side here and we can start putting some things together, right? Okay, so this little sign right here, I colored in, and you can color this whatever color you want. That one is on the Count Your Blessings. It's a sentiment on there. You can color it one color. I decided to just I love patterns, so I just decided to bring in that green and a little bit of that lighter orange. It looks like a yellow in here, but it's really a light orange. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. Okay, just want to give this just a little bit of a background just to stand out once we start putting our stamps together or start putting our images together. Okay, so we're ready for our next step. Okay, let's go ahead and put this together. Okay, so we're going to put our background on here. Give this just a little bit of something. And I love the colors of those stripes. I don't know, something about stripes this week that I'm really loving. But just pick out all your fall markers, fall colors, pencils, markers, whatever you have, and just start putting something together. Okay, this I want to be right here in the center. So I'm going to go ahead and use some of the mounting tape. And I will go ahead and mount this section. I don't have to, I'm going to mount some things are going to be flat, some things are going to be mounted, especially when I start adding those pumpkins and leaves on here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and mount this on my card. Okay, so that's what it looks like mounted. It looks like a cute, simple card, but if you really want to take it to the next level, you want to add some stuff in. So I think I forgot to color this part in here. I'm just going to go over this with a little bit of brown. Just like that. And I want this to be deeper, so I'm going to just color this in even deeper, right around the edge there. Okay, super cute. And I need to, I left some parts out of my coloring here. Okay, so that's good to go. Now we're ready. Okay, so some of these leaves and pumpkins, I'm going to kind of start here and add in the leaves and the pumpkins. But I do want to put this on first too before I start adding everything around it. Okay, so this, just going to put a little bit of the mounting tape on the upper portion of that, like close to the edge here at the top. And I love this little sign. I love the shape of it too. And just right there. And let's peel that off. Okay. And so all I'm going to do is add, I always add a little bit of glue. Those of you that watch me a lot, even though I have that mounting tape and it's sticky, still like to put a little bit of glue on there. And I'm going to put this right here. It just fits perfectly there and it looks good. So whatever positioning makes you feel good, fine. You could even move it down here if you want. It's up to you. So let's go ahead and start adding some pumpkins in here. And some of these will be mounted and some of them will be flat, lay flat on there. So just put them where you think might look cute. Right there. This may have to be my official card for the Thanksgiving season because it looks so adorable. Okay, so I'm going to cut this down so it can fit right on here because this one I want to be mounted a little bit. Oh, see, that comes out pretty easy without me ruining my nail polish. Okay, so let's start putting some of these here. And you see how that's mounted up there like that? Just adds a little bit more lift to these. Okay, let me push that down a little bit. I want it right there. You take some of your smaller ones and just fill it in. Just simple crafting. You can take this and you can put it right around here. So you have up and down. Are you getting it now? Look how cute that looks. See if we can mount this one up a little bit. So you probably want to have a lot of this tape ready. This is the tape, the mounting tape from Dollar Tree. And let's put that right there. Let's put it right there. And we need a tiny little pumpkin to slip somewhere in there again. So you see how that's starting to fill up and really make your card come to life. And it looks so adorable with those stripes too. Look at that. So you feel free to cut away some of your stamps too. It's okay to cut away from it. If you have one together, you cut little parts out from it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and fill in more of these off camera so you don't have to watch the whole process. And then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so look how adorable that looks with all the pumpkins and the dimension that's on there. Super cute. And I'm thinking I could probably add one more little pumpkin, slip it up right in that corner there. Look at that. Just pushing that right in. That stay right there. Look how cute. All the dimension. Now for the leaves. And I still have more pumpkins left over. I can use that and make another card. So you can make a bunch of these cards. So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to place my leaves here. See how I want them on here. So I'm going to be up, some are going to be down. Let's see, put this one here. It's a little bit of a darker color. Once I have them situated the way I want, look how cute. I'm going to go ahead and glue these on. So just kind of tuck them in there So it's coming around that side, and then you got the pumpkins right there with it. Look how cute. I need 6 of the leaves. Stick that right in there, right around there. So once you have it the way you want, and you see the stripes are still peeking through, which is what I wanted, now I'm going to go ahead and glue these down. Okay, so everything is all glued down, and look how adorable that looks. Oh my goodness, look how precious that is. Now, if you want, you can also make place cards out of these for Thanksgiving, and you can put the name like right here. Maybe use the same, you can trace it and use that same shape and put someone's name in there. So that's just another idea for you. Now look at this. Just when you thought this couldn't get any cuter, I'm going to take some Stickles. And I am going to just, this one is actually crystal Stickles. I'm just going to trace along the veins of the leaves, just like that, just to add a little bit of sparkliness. Look how cute that's going to be. Now, if this is a male-inspired card, you might not want to put much sparkly stuff on it. Right? Not that much Stickles. How smooth that is. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love this. So if you want to do, you can do these ahead of time. You just want to do the leaves before you add them to the card. Just give them enough time to dry. And then you can do some stuff with it. Okay. Okay, so I may have to switch off and use another one. Let's see what we got here. There's that one. I've been using my Stickles so much that they're just about empty now. Can you tell I like Stickles on my cards? This one is just about done too. This one is actually the Stardust Stickles. We just got more in our store. Look how adorable that is. Now let's see if I want to add some to the pumpkin. This is Stardust. Just add some maybe to just the top here. I'm going to add a little bit more. Oh yeah, there we go. Just a little bit on that green part there. I hear my doggy underneath the table here. I'm just adding a tiny bit. See if y'all can see this. See right on top of my pumpkin. And so I'm going to show you what I did with the clouds on the other card. This is my second card I made like this, so you'll get to see what else I make. I won't be able to see this until I hold it up to the camera. So let's go ahead and do something with these clouds. I'm just going to go ahead and put a pinch of Stickles right on the clouds to make those look shiny too. So I think we've got everything. Everything is sparkling. I've got to show you the other card that I did. Well, this one is drying. Here's the other one. Look how adorable those look. And this one is all dry. I added a lot of the Stickles on there. Look at that. It looks so cute in person. Look how adorable. So that's 2 cards using these 2 stamp sets right here. These work so well together when you want to like mix and match. You can use the sentiments for either one. Now, I'm just thinking about something else I might want to do. And let's see. Now I gotta be careful because I want to add something on the inside. So now you're going to take some of the other leaves, right? And you can lay these flat. And so if you're going to place them in the card like that, add the Stickles first and let it dry, right? And we could throw some pumpkins in there too. But let everything dry up first. And I went ahead and stamped my sentiment in here because on this one, thankful for my family, I put thankful for us, thankful for you, thankful for my friends, thankful for my family. So that is a great way to finish off our cards for Thanksgiving. I hope this inspired you. I really hope you give it a try. I used just a simple layout, mix and match. If you want to alternate and put pumpkins in between the leaves, you could do that too. So I can't wait to see what you create using this stamp set. And I'll put the information for where you can get our stamp sets from our store at mindlesscrafting.com. And I'll see you real soon. Bye.